Hi guys, alright? Hope you're alright. We're alright here, considering we've been in lockdown for the last week and we're just coming out of it. We've got various restrictions. I'm in Perth, Western Australia. So welcome to my channel. My name's Nick. On this channel I talk about our lifestyle, my MS journey and doTERRA essential oils. So welcome, and if you're new here, please don't hesitate to subscribe. If you like this video at the end, give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. So as you can see from the title of this video, I want to talk about my first MS symptoms. These were my first symptoms, and by putting them on today, I hope that if someone's going through some weird sensations in their body, by posting this video, I hope that you will get it checked out, and hope this video also inspires people to come forward and chat about their symptoms and how you're going. So I'll jump right into it and let you know, I'm going back 20-30 years now with regards to these first MS symptoms. So I'm going to say my first MS symptom was my walking. So back in the day, used to run in the gym, found I couldn't do that, and that was about 2000, found I couldn't run anymore on a running machine, but the symptoms would come and go. 1 week I could, 1 week I couldn't. So it's a very first symptom. Also, a very first symptom for me was the fatigue and dizziness. Now, the fatigue was apparent through my college and my schooling. I could sleep all the time. So that's a very, very early symptom. At the time, I didn't know, obviously, I had a neurological condition. However, I could sleep anywhere. And on a couple of occasions, a bit wonky and fell over a couple of times, and again didn't put it down to anything, but now I know, there you go, an early symptom. An even earlier symptom was the cold hands and feet. Now that was from primary school, high school, always had cold hands, always had cold feet. So that was probably the earliest symptom I ever had. And obviously I'd always wear my hat, gloves, scarf, coats, jumpers, everything. And people who watch these videos know I do like a scarf, and I do put my coat on, and hat, gloves, the lot. So they are still ongoing current symptoms. The second part of this video, I will talk about some symptoms I've had, and they seem to have got less or disappeared, and that's because obviously now I'm diagnosed, I'm on medication, I have a neurologist, and hopefully keeping the symptoms in check. So these symptoms are, again, still the difficulty with walking. So it got to a stage with my walking that my walking was getting bad, and speaking to my physio, I knew that my walking was poor and I needed assistance. So I have been using an orthotic in my shoes, and this has helped incredibly with my walking. I also use a crutch when I'm out and about, and I have a couple of walkers that I use out and about in the shopping centres and in the house. So with regards to my walking, yes, it's been a good 15 years issues with my walking, but now it's under control. I'm taking medication. I'm on famotidine for my walking, so that's all in hand. And doing daily steps definitely helps my walking. So watch this space. I'm up to about 4,000 steps a day. See how we go. So that has gone from 3,000 about a month ago to about 4,000 now. So again, watch this space, see how we go. So also ongoing, my issues when the weather is extreme. Now we're in Perth, Western Australia, and sometimes it's very hot and I have to stay in the aircon, and sometimes it's very cold and I have to have the heating on. So that is a seasonal thing, and it's all under control, because if I know it's too hot, I'm not going to go out, and if it's too cold, I wrap up warm. So we can deal with the heat and cool situation on a daily basis. Since being diagnosed, I've had bladder issues, and that again is dealt with. I've done videos on it before. I'm on a medication called Betmega. I had to have the camera, but it's now controllable. It did get a little bit worse, but with the medication I seem okay at the moment, fingers crossed. Also, another symptom I feel that I could have had years ago, I definitely have now, is my balance, and for some reason a tiny bit of sometimes dizziness and nausea. Now that it can be controlled. Obviously, if I lose my balance, I can hold on. If I'm dizzy, I just sit down and take a deep breath, and it goes within seconds. And so the balance and dizziness can be dealt with straight away. So another MS symptom that I now know that I have is the MS hug, and it's a tight situation around my middle. I have previously had shingles where I was so sore around my back and the section around my front and back, and it's since then really that when I get out the shower and I'm really hot in that area, it sometimes gets boiling, and now it's controllable. So I'm just going to mention it because it's another symptom, and it is known as the MS hug. I have it definitely. I didn't have it before, but now it's something that's come along and I deal with on a day-to-day situation. The last symptom I'm going to talk about is a symptom that I don't really have anymore. I didn't know anything about it when I was first diagnosed, but someone mentioned it years ago, and I thought, I used to have that. And what it was is when I tipped my head down, looking really extremely down, I used to get some shooting pains up my neck. And it was quite a weird feeling. It was not uncomfortable, didn't hurt, no pain. However, I've now since learned that it's called the Lhermitte sign. I'll put the spelling here just in case I've got it wrong. It's definitely something I had over the last 5 years, definitely, but I haven't got it now. I don't get it now. We're all sorted. So to finish off, the things that I have in place with these symptoms, to give you a quick list, I take my medication, I try and exercise as much as I can every day, and whether that's steps up and down the house or getting out for some fresh air, always try to do that. Getting lots of sleep, it helps the body repair, blah, blah, blah. I sleep really well. Trying to eat as healthy as possible, all the fruits, all the vegetables, bone broth, that's meant to really help, and cutting out all the bad stuff, bad fats, etc., etc. Staying in touch with friends and family. I find that catching up with friends, I'm doing all the texting, all the calling. It really helps with mental health as well. Lucky we're here in Australia that the weather is normally good. Obviously it's not today, but I think the weather makes my heart full of joy. I think appreciation and gratitude is another thing that keeps me going, that I'm so grateful to be here. I know there are people so much worse off than us. So there are a few things that I do to avoid the MS symptoms that have been happening previously, and a few that are happening now. So that's my short, sharp MS symptoms video. So that's a sum up quickly of what symptoms I had and I still have ongoing. So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. I'm sure in my hundreds of videos I have talked about all these symptoms, maybe in more detail. So I'll pop some down below, and please be aware that the symptoms I have now are assisted now with medication. MSWA helped me an awful lot. NDIS helped me an awful lot. They're organisations that are in my area. I live in Western Australia. Again, people that watch these videos will know. Please, if you're watching this video and you think yes, please go and see a professional. I started by seeing my GP and getting tests and having an MRI and a stay in hospital. So if you're starting this journey, please note that there are people around to help. And if you want to send me a private message, please don't hesitate. My details are below. So I'm going to end it there. I'd like to say thanks very much for watching. As we've been in lockdown, not so much to share. It's been a week of sport. Wimbledon has started, for the people that know me. There's major soccer on, football, that's so good. And unfortunately, and the downside to this pandemic is we should be in London now as I speak, so that's a bit gutting. No travel for us at the moment, but stay safe, people. Keep strong. If you are suffering, please see your GP. And I'd like to say thank you so much for watching. Please give us a thumbs up. Don't hesitate to subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.